Satisfy your need for happiness through curiosity with the Ranveer Show. You spoke about one of the Lokas containing your ancestors.
That is the reason we do Pitru Paksh.
Now, this is something I've always wondered about ancestors, okay? Lost my granddad a year and a half ago. What is the duration that one spends between two births? Because if there is a rebirth, which is definitely there, then why are there souls in the ancestral plane anyway? Because this ancestors being behind you is a part of many cultures. Sikhi, Native American, shamanism, Sanatan Dharma.
Very strongly.
But okay, I'm definitely praying to my ancestors during Shraddh. I'm asking for their blessings. But for all you know, my great-grandfather might be a 5-year-old kid going to St. Mary's High School.
100%. Are you from Mary's?
No, I have a lot of...
Yeah. Let me... something very interesting, and this is what people don't accept. You know, if suppose someone dies in the hospital, the doctor will consider them that this person is khatam. He will not come back. But the Garud Puran, or when you pick up the parts of Ved, it is said the entire process of death is given. It is fabulous. If you have realized, next time when you see someone dying very close to you, you try to touch their feet. If their feet is getting cold, that means in next 7 to 8 hours, they are going to leave. This has been given in the text very clearly, and I have experienced when someone very close was dying. The lower chakras stop working. And there are 5 vayus, they leave the body accordingly. So even at times, if you have seen a dead body, after a while, they start urinating. You'll see them moving. The prana is leaving. Now, when the entire process is happening, it's a very beautiful process. I don't know why people are scared of that. In fact, we die every night. But the text is saying, when everything is done, I'm calling it the soul, the Atman, it hovers around in this lok for 13 days. That is the reason if someone very close to you is dying, they will communicate with you in their dreams. It is also said that suppose if Tom is going to die and Tom is very attached to his children, he will try to sit there, or they try to communicate, we are not aware. Now, death has happened. There is a very beautiful process where the astral process is happening, causal body is happening. Fabulous it is. Nothing to fear about. There's a process called the cooling time. In that cooling time, we go to different lokas, depending upon our karma. So there is a stay there that is burnt out. Again, we are given a human birth. Like death is one of the favorite topics because the more I'm understanding it, in sadhana also glimpses are given about it. That is the reason it is said that the more sadhana you will do, the greatest fear of life, death will be taken away. Because you'll start experiencing and go beyond that. So there's that cooling time where they hover around. And you're true. When that is done, our grandfather has been taken another birth.
On the 14th day itself?
No, that also depends. In fact, if someone has done suicide and all, then there's a possibility that they are hovering for 90 days. And we think suicide is the easy way out. But you have gone against nature at a very other level. Of course, karma also comes, but the repercussion has to be paid.
Like you've taken a panga with Mother Nature.
Yeah, and Mother Nature won't let you go. That is the reason whenever suicide and all comes, they think that, I'm ending this now, family is free. No. Family ka karma to hai. What we are doing to them, that is a lot of karma, and you are going something which is very against nature. Nature will see to it that you will suffer for it. So, the cycle goes.
What happens to a soul?
After death?
After suicide.
After suicide, how do I put it in simple words? Because the process of death has happened, which is beautiful. And after suicide, it just hovers. And that is the time where all these lower energies and all, they get hold and whatnot. But it hovers, it is struggling. But at the same time, again, people don't know, but in a way that is clearly mentioned, there is gravitational force and electromagnetic force, which is constantly working. The electromagnetic force pulls that so-called vasana and hovering and push it into another birth. But when it comes in another birth, it has to pay for So it's a very beautiful cycle.
I would assume that even during those 90 days, there's a lot of more suffering than someone who's gone through a natural death.
Yeah. And in that, When the so-called soul leaves the body, it takes away it takes away all the sanskars and vasanas, but it loses identity also. That is the reason the body should be burnt ASAP, because it tries entering the body again. If you have seen the dead, no, first thing, especially when you see, they tie the toe. They tie the toe, they put cotton in the mouth, they cover and they tie the face, because when the Atman leaves, the soul leaves, it leaves from the 9 orifice. When an enlightened being leaves, it leaves from the crown. So, and it is said, now Lokas, coming back, very good. When, suppose I have lived a very miserable life, and then I've done sadhana and my life has changed, that is okay. But if you are living Tom is living a very miserable life, he will leave the body from the lower orifice, from the anal, from the reproductive organs. And that time human birth will be difficult. And there are few people who leave the body from the high orifice. It is said when you leave from the high orifice, you will be given a human birth again, so that you can walk on the path again. That is how reincarnation comes. Why animal made, plant, animals, वो वैसे cycle है.
Okay. Can you speak about a natural death? You spoke about how for 13 days, according to Sanatan Dharma, you stay around the body.
Mhm.
But what happens on the 14th day? Do you go to Yamlok?
In fact, Yamlok is not that bad, you know. Yam is Dharmaraj. He's not that bad how he's portrayed. But yeah. So normal. I'll talk about 3 people, how we die. Normal person, when he dies, he goes to the entire process of the Panchavayu leaving, the astral cord. That is something very amazing, you know. These great saints like Adi Shankara and all, they used to do astral travel. Like means being in the body, they used to travel everywhere. There's an astral cord. You know, when a baby is born, the doctor cuts the umbilical cord from the mother and the baby. When we die, the astral cord is cut. And once the astral cord is cut from the navel, we can never come back in the body. And the death journey starts. Now, when a normal person is dying, he will die. When we do all the puja and all the pitru for 11 days, it is pulled into higher lokas. Higher lokas. Then the stay is there. And when they die, there is no God sitting up telling you do this. A blueprint is created according to your karma and next birth is given. It is said that when a baby is born, for the first 40 days, it remembers everything from the past sanskaras. Then it eventually forgets when another set of karma comes in. When a sadhak is dying, who has done good sadhana, the deity will help him with everything. There's no worry. When you do suicide, then there's a lot of struggle in your next birth. And the hovering time is also a lot. So the process is delayed, and the next birth, there will be a lot of issues that you'll go through.
Throughout life.
No, to a certain span of time. Again, nature will give you chance. That is the beauty of human birth. That is, don't waste human birth. It is very precious. Very, very precious.
Do what with it?
Be a perfect human being. Perfect.
Evolve.
In fact, human birth is given only to evolve. I'm not saying leave your family, don't enjoy everything, but remember that in very simple language for people like us, any attachment is going to give you pain. Do it everything, because you know that one day you're not going to take anything. But whatever you're doing, enjoy it.
Who's in the ancestral plane?
Our generations are there. Our lineage is there.
But
not for a long time, because that also process is happening at the same time.
Their own rebirth.
Their own
cycles.
process. Because everyone is coming with their own karma.
But I would assume that even my great grandfather or grandmother has now taken a rebirth. Therefore, they are not in that plane anymore.
Yeah, that is very true. But the concept of time changes in Lokas.
Okay.
Completely. There's a change of time. There's a change of space. Time and space only comes in the living body. Once you go into higher dimensions, concept of space and time has changed. There is no concept.
So, in human days, maybe only one day has passed between
definitely
your birth 1 and birth 2, but in that realm it's probably thousands of years.
It is Brahma's 51st to 55th year of the day that is going on, and it is said in the Puran, he's scared that even his end is going to come.
Are you talking about the ancestral?
No, I'm talking about Brahma. I'm talking about higher Lokas.
Okay, but even that ancestral plane will have different.
Yeah. Time changes. Why in this world time changes?
These are the conversations I live for.
Yeah.
The alteration of what time feels
Simple, no. Everyone, whenever I talk about this, people say, "Kuch bhi bol raha hai." I have a simple question. When you go in deep sleep, where is time?
like? What is time?
What is time? You don't even realize that, oh, the next day evening has happened. I was sleeping for 2 days or sleeping for 1 day. Or when, if you're getting very bored with me now at the moment, 1 minute is like, oh, when will this guy go home? Where is the concept of time? It is in your mind.
It's like you're very tired, you've had an exhausting day, you've exercised, you lie down on your bed after a shower at night, and you blink, open up your eyes, you're fresh in the morning. It's a
And
new day.
It's a new day. And we are talking about time. I was so impressed when in Rig Ved, they have given time in such a complex manner in which I'll try to put it in simple language. There's a body where there are 7 lokas. There are 7 strands going like this. X-axis, Y-axis, Z-axis. And in each strand, the horse is running like this. Circular. So in Sanatan Dharma, time is circular. The horse means Ashwa. Ashwa means a horse, but literally when you transfer, Ashwa. Means no, and Shwa means time. So there is no time. Going around the 7 chakras is the 7 chakras. The more you lift your consciousness in higher states, the more time will become. You will move away from space and time. That is the meaning. And time is not running in one direction. Time is not linear according to Western. Subha, Sham, Sham ko Sham. No. Time is circular. It goes round. How will I answer this? Very simple. 7 days a week. 1 minute, 60 seconds. Every year, 31st week. Round. How to break it? Sadhana.
Get out of this cage that you're
Matrix.
trapped in.
Yeah.
So the perception of time and space that we have is a cage.
Yeah. I'll give you a very simple example. For a small kid, if you tell time, very slow. But now when we are growing old, we are going to die. Something that comes, the concept of time has again come. That is the most sadhana you'll do. All these questions will be answered because it's an experiential process.
Throughout my late 20s, I was so concerned about marriage and finding a romantic partner. And as my 30s have begun and are progressing, I want to chase this.
I think, at this point of time, about marriage and about you, I think you need a partner who's also evolved. Because this is for Arbai, as far as I know him. Behind, when we talk, he is very different. Now he's like this only, but the knowledge that he's holding. So I think you need a partner who's holding that knowledge. Otherwise, vibe nahi hoga.
Hey, if you enjoyed today's clip, make sure you check out all the other clips we've uploaded on this channel. You'll find a clip related to almost every single topic as long as you're willing to search for it.